Hi, my name is Hamid. I'm a certified instructor at ASM Educational Center. Today I'm going to talk about Juniper JNCIA, which prepare you for the exam, and also Juniper RIP and OSPF route configuration. I just want to let you know what we've done last video. Make sure you watch the last video that we've done that. In the last video we had router 2 and router 4 with 444 loopback and 222 and 223. So in last video we run the RIP here, okay? This video we're going to add two more router 1, router 3. We're going to run OSPF here first, okay? The goal is that router 4, which is sitting right here, is able to ping router 1 loopback address, which is 111, and also router 3 loopback address, okay? So that's what the goal is. Again, the goal is that when I configure OSPF on the left side between router 1, 2, 3, R4 will be able to ping 111 and after I export OSPF to RIP. So what we have to do, we have to export OSPF into RIP here, okay? And up to now, again, router 2 has a loopback of 222. This router has 222 and 223. That will seen on routing 4 routing table, since I'm running RIP on those. So I'm running RIP here. When I look at the show run, which we're going to look at the show run on router 4, this is router 4 is. First, we have the IP address 2020.4. That's this right here, okay? Back address 444 right here. Then we're running protocol RIP. We call it group RIP group 4 export RIP policy. And remember that when we do RIP, we have to neighbors. Then you have to export to also. Then I went to policy option. I give policy name RIP policy term 1. Then I want to protocol what RIP and direct. Then I have to accept. All of this has been happened on the last video. Make sure you go there. This is router what? 4 is, okay? This is router 4. Now router 2, I have a 10.10.10.2. That's this IP address right here. 10.10.10.2 right here. Then 30.30.2 and 20.20.2. Let's look at router 2 right now. This is the interface. Then this one is 20.20.2 is an interface. Then we have 30.30.2. Then I have a bunch of loopback, .2 and .3. 222.2 and 2. Same thing, you're going to say protocol RIP group. This is local segment RIP group, policy 2, and you gotta have a neighbor statement. You gotta have neighbor statement, then policy option, policy statement, RIP, protocol, all of that good stuff. So remember from last lab, router 4 can ping that address. So if you want to go router 4, show IP route, I'm sorry about that, you should be able to sing the what? You see the loopback 2. Let's go look at that again. I'm going to go to router 4 right now. Get the router 4 up running for you. Okay, this is router 4. So I'm going to say show configuration. I just want to show you what we have. Okay, this is my interface. We have it. This is my 2020 network. This is my loopback. Go down. And this is what we have, protocol RIP. Have it right here, and this is policy option, which I show that. When I ping, well, let's say show route. I see routing tables. I can go 222.3. I can say ping, as you see that this is RIP is. I'm running RIP between router 2 and 3. So I can say ping 2.2.2.2, which I can ping it. Very good. 22.3. So I can ping it right now. So life is what? Good so far, okay? So let's minimize that one. See, I can ping that, okay? Now we come to the part of lab. Now, if I go router 1 and router 3, create all my interface and loopback address. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to configure the what? All my interface on router 1 and what? Router 3 first, which I've done that, but let me show you that quickly. Diagram. Let me get the diagram for you. This router 1 is going to be 10.10.10.1 and the router 3 is going to be 30.30.1. I should be able to ping from here to here. But I've done that, but the command is this. The command is what? Set interface EM1 unit 0 family inet address 10.10.10.1. Then same thing. Set interface loopback unit 1 family inet address, that's loopback, that's for router 1. This is for router 3. Set interface EM3 because my diagram is 3. That's what is connected. This is 1. This is 3. Okay. But let's look at the router 1 right now. Let's look at make sure that we have those. Okay. We're gonna go to router 1. Sorry about that. Let me get router 1 right now. If I can get that. Okay. So I'm gonna exit. Show configuration. Okay, this is router 1. See, you have 10, 10, 10, and that. That's all. We have nothing else. But let's see if we can ping 10.10.10.2. I can ping .2. Okay, so that's good. That's router 1. Now I go to router 3. This router 3 show configuration, and I already have IP address right here. So I can be able to ping 30.30.30. I want to ping .2. That's router 2. Okay, so that's it. So right now, so far so good. Now what I'm going to do, look at the diagram please. I'm going to run OSPF here. So between 1, 2, and 3, I'm going to run OSPF first. So when I finish that, when I go here show route, I should be able to see this loopback address, and also I should be able to ping this loopback address. That's the goal is, okay? That's what's in my notes. So I go, now I'm going to configure one by one, router 1. First I'm going to put OSPF, then I go to router 2. Now again, how do you do that? You go set protocols, OSPF, question mark, area, that. The key is whenever you do the for OSPF, you have to make sure advertise your directly connected network. You have to advertise those. So on router 1 right here, when I look at diagram, I want to advertise my what? EM1 and loopback 0, okay? So look at the diagram again. EM1 loopback. So that's why I'm going to go to router 1 right now. See it much better. Okay, apologize. Okay, so set protocol OSPF router 1. Configure, you gotta go to configuration mode. Set OSPF. Set protocol OSPF, okay? Question mark, right? Then what do you need? You need what? Area. Question mark is of 0, question mark. Then I need what? Interface. Okay. Now according to that, on router 1 is going to EM1. Then press enter. Okay. Commit. Up arrow key. Then you want to do what? Loop back what? 0. Commit. Okay. So if I type in, now remember if I say show configuration, it does not work. Why? Because I'm at what? At this mode. I have to change it. I can type in run. Then I can say show configuration. Let's see what we have. So I'm advertising this in OSPF. And that's router what? 1. Okay. So I've done that. Now I go to what? Router 2 and advertise what? I'm sorry, I'll go to router 3 right now. I'm sorry about that. I go to router 1, now I go to router 2 right now. So I'm going to advertise all the interface of 1, 3, and loopback. Why? Because if I look at the diagram, I will advertise 1, 2, 1, 3, and loopback. I don't want to advertise 2, E2, because that's in RIPIS. So I go to router 2. If I can get that down. Okay, so right there. Alright. So you're gonna go configuration mode. Okay. Set protocol OSPF. Okay. Question mark. Again, remember what do you need? Area. 0. Question mark. Then I need what? Interface. Now I'm gonna do what? EM1. Enter. 3 EM what 3 enter, then back 0 enter, commit. So run, check your configuration, show configuration, always check your work. I go down, these are my interfaces, 10 10 10, this is my other interface, 20, this is 30 network, loopback address, which I have it here, loopback 0, right? Now this is my advertising on what? OSPF. This is RIP advertisements. Okay. So far so good. Okay. Now I should see router 2 and router 1 as neighbors. Why? Because I did configure both of them. So let's check it out. Let's go to router 2. It says show OSPF neighbors. Remember that on Cisco we say what? Show IP OSPF neighbors. Here there's no word IP, just a show OSPF neighbor. Exact similar to Cisco but different language. So I go to router 2. Let me go find the router 2 first. Right here. Get that. Router 2 right here. Show, sorry about that. Let's exit. Show IP, I don't say IP, I say OSPF what? Neighbors. Okay? So I see that I'm a neighbor with router 2. So life is good. That means these two guys are neighbors. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to configure OSPF on what? Router 3. That's why I did my notes. Look at here. Again. Now before I do configure that, look what I said there. Now if I go to router 1, routing table, I can see the loopback of router 2, not loopback of router 3, since I need to finish my OSPF. So when I go to router 1 show route, I only see loopback of router 2. I don't see router 3 because I have not done router 2 OSPF. Remember that? You say show route. On the Cisco, we say show IP route. Here, there is no word IP. Remember that? You have to say show route. So I'll go to router 2 right now. So let me go to router 2. Right here. I will say show route. Okay? I see what? I see 222 and that. Oops. No, I gotta go router 1. I'm sorry. This is router 1. My fault. Router 1. Router 1. Exit. Show route. Okay. See, I see via OSPF. Let's see if I can ping that. Ping 2.2.2.2. That's a loopback on router 2. I can ping it from router 1. And ping what? 2.2.2.3. It's obvious when I say show route. I don't see network 3 because I haven't done network 3 yet. So that's what's in my notes. Now I'm going to configure OSPF on what? Router 3. Same thing again. Set protocol OSPF area that you want to advertise your directly connected network. Okay, that's the key things. When I look at the diagram, I can advertise this guy. So I go to router 3 right now. This thing is very touchy. Okay, so I'm going to say what? Configure. Okay, set what? Protocol OSPF. Again, question mark. Area. Remember I use a question mark. 0 question mark. What do you need? Interface. Now here I want to advertise what? EM3 enter upper key. Loopback what? 0. Commit. Okay, let's exit. Show configuration. Let's check the work. That's what we have here. Okay. Now router 1, router 2, and router 3 should be what? Should be OSPF neighbors. If I go to my notes, okay. Now if I go to router 2, look what it says there. Now if I go to router 2, I should be able to have 2 neighbors. I should have 10 router 1, and router what? 3 networks, okay? So let me check it out. Let's go to router 2. Okay. I'm going to say show OSPF what? Neighbors. Show OSPF neighbors. See, I see 2 neighbors. Life is good, okay? Now looking at R1 routing table, I should see the loopback of 222 and 23 and loopback of 33. So let's check it out. Because look at the diagram right now. Look at the diagram. Router 1, router 2, router 3 running OSPF. And I did advertise OSPF. These are neighbors and these are neighbors. Router 1 should see 333 and router 3 should see 111. Okay? By my notes, I said that let's go to router 1. It says show route. When I said show route, I see the what? OSPF 333. So let's go to router 1 right now. Let's check the work. Okay, let's get this down. Okay, sure. Now when I hear, I don't see what 33. Now I use up arrow key, show route. Now I see what 333. Okay, it should be a ping from router 1. 3.3.3.3. Okay, so life is what? Good so far. All right. Now look what happened. Up to now, router 1, 2, 3 are talking about OSPF. Router 2 and 4 are talking about RIP. Now, when I go to router 4 routing table, I do not see the loopback of router 1, router 3, and router 4 inside that. Look at the diagram. These guys talking RIP. These guys talking OSPF. When I go to here, I do not see this loopback address. So that's why I did my notes. So when I say show route, see I see 222, 222, via what? RIP, RIP, but I don't see the rest. I don't see nothing in here. Okay, so let me go look at router 4 right now. Check the work. So I'm going to show route. See, all I see what? RIP, RIP, RIP. I cannot ping 1.1.1.1 because it's not in, that's loopback router 1. It's not in my routing table, okay? I cannot ping what? 3.3.3.3. So that's the goal is. Okay? So how do we do that? So in order router 4 be able to see loopback of 11133, I need to go to middle router, which is router 2, and export the what? OSPF into RIP. This is very important. The same way that we done RIP and connected. So what that means, let's look at the diagram. The goal is these guys be able to see this. So what I have to export OSPF into what? RIP. That means you have to put the command under RIP protocol. The command has to be under RIP. Now look what happened in my notes. Here's my show configuration. I have a protocol data. See under RIP, you see that one? I have what? Export policy, RIP policy. But when I go down, and here I see what? From protocol RIP direct. Eventually when I finish it, I gotta put a what? OSPF here. So that's why I have to do that. I have to add OSPF to that. So how do I do that? I'm going to open up. I'm going to go to router 2. I'm going to say set policy option, which is right here, exact like that. Then I'm going to say policy statement right here, policy statement, RIP policy 2, same as here, term 1 from protocol, then you put OSPF. So let me go do it right now. So I go to router 2 right now. Okay, let me get that for you. Router 2 up running. This thing is bothering me. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see what router 2 is. Here we go. That's router 1. That's router 4. That's router. Okay. So look at this. I'm going to show configuration. Let's look at what we have first. I go down, down, down. The idea is, see here, RIP, export RIP policy. Eventually, OSP has to be inside here. So you want to keep your eyes on this line right here, okay? So I'm going to say configure. So I'm going to say what? Set right here. Policy option right here. Then I'm going to say what? Policy statement. I'm not going to use the question mark because it's much easier to just look at here. RIP policy. Then I'm going to say what? Term 1. Then I'm going to say from, okay, protocol. Now, here you're going to put what? OSPF. Enter. Commit. Let's check the work. Exit out of that. Show configuration. Watch this. See, I'm added OSPF. So what that means, this means what? Export this policy into what? RIP. So that means I'm exporting OSPF into what? RIP. If you look at the diagram, the goal is these guys be able to see this. These are OSPF. So I have to go to here. I have to export OSPF into RIP. The key, I want to make sure you understand that when you type the command, right here. The key is to export what OSPF into that, okay? So that's what I did. All right, now we're going to look at the notes right here. So after I do this, then I'm going to see that right there, okay? Now, if when I go to router 4 routing table, I should be able to see those loopback address. So when I say show route, I should see loopback 111 and also 33. So let me go to router 4 right now. Okay. So I'm going to go router 4. This router 2 is. This router 1 is. And this is router 4. It's router 3. Oh, router 4, finally. Okay. Now if I say show route, now look what happened. I see what? 333 and what? And the other guy, okay? Is that correct? Now look at this. It's still, I cannot what? Ping it. Why is that? Because remember that ping is echo and echo reply. I need to return path because this guy knows how to get here, but these guys does not know how to get back. Again, these guys know go from here, but he doesn't know how to get back. That's what's in my notes. It's like in the Cisco exam class called mutual redistribution. You gotta do both sides. On the router 2, I export what? OSPF into RIP. Now I have to go router 2. I export what? RIP into OSPF. That's why I explain my notes. Look at my notes. Okay. Look what happened. Now if I go to router 4, I will see all the loopback, but I cannot ping those guys. Why? Since remember that ping is echo and echo reply, and also when I go to router 1 and look at the routing table, I don't see those loopback of 444. Since I need to export what? RIP. I can export RIP into OSPF. Let's look at the router 1 table. Let's look at the router 1 right now. Okay. So I'm going to show route. This is router 1 is. See, I don't see nothing from router 4, okay? You can look at the diagram. On router 1, I don't see nothing here. So in order to do that, I have to export RIP into what? OSPF. Now in order to do that, it's the same process before, but we have to create new policy, call out OSPF policy on this, then do export, okay? That's why I did my notes. So how do you solve the problem? I must go to the middle router and do same concept as before, but in this case, I need to export RIP into OSPF because we are exporting OSPF into RIP, okay? As before we did that, I'm sorry, as before we do that. This concept is called redistribution that is covered in Cisco CCNP class. Now let's look at router 2 so far. On router 2, when I say show run, I have this OSPF right here. I have a RIP. See, right now I'm exporting a policy into RIP, okay? Policy option, I have that. But there's nothing in being exported. Why? Because I have to write exact same thing. I wrote a policy option, policy statement, all of that. I have to write a new policy. So what I need to create another policy option is called like OSPF policy, then export it to or apply on the router protocol OSPF. So what do? You go set policy, policy statement, OSPF policy, turn 1 from what? Protocol RIP, then accept. Right now we have from and then. So let's go to router 2 right now. So I'm going to go to router 2. If I can get router 2 in front of my face. I need to go type this command right here. Set policy. So let's go router 2 right now. Show configuration. Again, watch this. I gotta create a policy option like what we did here. So I'm going to say configure. Okay. So I'm going to say what? Set policy option. Policy statement. Question mark. I need a name. So I'm going to call it what? OSPF policy. Question mark. Remember that? What we have to do? You have to use what? Term first. Term 1, question mark. Then you have what? Same as before, you have to say from, then after you say then. From protocol, question mark, you have so much protocol, right? Now the protocol that I want to do is what? Is RIP. That's what you want to RIP. I use up arrow key, backspace, instead of from, then I put what? Then, question mark, then you're going to say what? Accept. Enter. Commit. Run. Show configuration. Let's check the work. Okay. So what we did, we create another policy called what? OSPF what? Policy, which comes from that. When it comes, if from RIP, it will accept that. Okay. Now what we have to do, we have to apply this OSPF policy under where? Right here, under what? Protocol OSPF. That's what's in my notes right now. So when I do show configuration, I have this policy, right? Now I have to do export, which we call apply OSPF policy under protocol OSPF time, same as RIP. So you have to set protocol OSPF question mark export OSPF policy. Okay? So you gotta be under right here. So I'm going to say set right here. I should be on this right here, okay? Set protocol OSPF. Now when I put a question mark, before we did area, now we're going to do what? Export. That's the key, is export. Question mark. Now you're going to use what? This name. Capital O, tab key. Okay. Now notice that if I put lowercase, tab key doesn't work. You have to use what? Capital O, tab key, OSPF policy. Okay. Then that's it. Enter. So let's check the work. Exit. See what happened? I don't want to exit. The configuration has been changed but not committed. Exit with uncomment changes. Uncomment changes, I said no. Because I have to what? Commit first. Then I'm going to run show configuration. Check the work. Okay. Now look at this on the protocol OSPF. Now I have what? Export what? OSPF policy. Now what is OSPF policy? It says I have right here. This OSPF, that means what? Exporting what? RIP into what? OSPF. Alright, so that's why I did my notes. Okay. So I do show run, export policy shows right here. Now that's from before, right here. Now if I go router 1, I look at the routing table, I should see all the loopback of router 4 as OSPF with tag 2, similar to what? Cisco, which is called OE2. And the preference external is that. Same concept as Cisco. So let's go to router 1. Now my routing table was small right now. Like I use up arrow key. Now look at this. And see now it did work. Okay. Now 4 and should show up. Let me see. I missed it. Right here. See? 4 did show up right here. Before it was not there. Okay. So right now 4 show as what? 150. Okay. Because that's external. Is external. Right now I should be able to router 1 should be able to ping what? Ping. That's the goal. Is ping 4.4.4.4. Now I can ping. Okay. Now Look at my notes. Now if I go to router 3, you also should see same thing. Look at the diagram. Router 3 should be able to sync that too because you didn't export. So let me go to router 3 right now. Router 2, router 3. Show route. I see it right here. See 150 right here. And I should ping 4.4.4.4, which is very good. Okay. I'll go back to my notes again. Now router 3 can ping that. Now if I go to router 4 and look at the routing table at router 4, I should be able to see all this loopback, but it still cannot ping it since I need OSPF also export direct connection on router 2. So let's go to router 2. Let's go to router 4. Let's go to router 4. Okay. Okay, ping. See, it doesn't work still. Ping what? 1.1.1.1. Does not what? Work. Why is that? Because I need under OSPF also export the direct connection to R2 because I need to what? On OSPF direct connection also these has to be what? Exported to. So what I'm saying that look at this, let's look at router 2 show run. Right now see protocol OSPF all that good stuff right here, here, here. See under export policy we just what? Exporting what? RIP. I gotta make sure export the what? The what? Directly what? Connected. So the above means redistribute or rip into also on, okay? So all I have to do, you have to go under that and terms what? One protocol, and you gotta put what? Right here. I gotta make sure that I have a what? Rip and also direct. Okay. Why? Because right now router 4 cannot ping these address. Like, so I have to export, not only I export these, but I have to export what? They're directly connected on that too. So I'll go to router 2 right now. Again, run show configuration. All right. So look at here my notes. Under what? Policy option. Okay. I gotta have this. Under OSPF policy option, I gotta make sure it's direct also being what? Exported to. So look at policy option under OSPF policy option. See, right now I'm just doing what? RIP. I need what? Direct to be connected to. So under right here. That's what you want to keep your eyes right here. So I'm going to say set policy option. Policy statement. I'm right here. OSPF. Capital. OSPF. Then we're going to say what? Term 1 from protocol. Okay. It's a RIP. When I put a question mark, there's one that's called 1. Direct. Enter. Commit. Now if I say run, show configuration, look what happened. Let's look at on the OSPF policy. See, you gotta have it direct. Before we did not have that. This means export both RIP and also directly connected. So I gotta export these link too also. Okay. So that's why I did my notes. I have this. See under OSPF policy right here, name, I have that one too. Okay. Now if I go router 1, I should ping those. Router 1 can ping 2222, all of that good stuff. And also router 1 can ping 220.20.4. Okay. And also router 4 should be a ping that too. So router 1, router 4 should be a ping 1 that. So let me go there, check it out. Router 4 was not pinging. Let's see if it can. Now I can ping. Good, that's good. Apparently 3.3, I can ping 2, okay. And then I can ping all of that. So here's a summary. What we did. Router 2, when it says show run configuration, you see what? Export what? That's OSPF policy. This means what? Advertisement all your network. OSPF policy, this is what? RIP policy, okay? So OSPF connection, this means export RIP and directed connection to what? RIP. That's what that means, right? This means that export RIP, direct connection, and OSPF into RIP. This means export to RIP, okay? I hope this was helpful for you. Now, if you have a question or comment, you can come to our webpage. All of this is going to be in our website. Let me show you where it's going to be. Our website is www.asm.com. If you click here, blogs, you have a Juniper right here. And then this is going to be right here, See, Juniper, all of that, configuration, everything. If you click here, that will take you to what? To our page. Okay. It's coming. Then here, I have everything on the commands, everything. Then eventually the PDF is right here. Then video is going to be uploaded here. So if you have a question, contact us 301-984-7400. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more channel, and also check out our blogs every day. Thanks so much for everything. You have a good year. Bye-bye.